My bro, it's time for you to get a job. No long talk. As a man, you just gotta be making money. I don't care what your mom says. I don't care what your dad says. I don't care what your friends say. You as a man and as you becoming a better person, you need to be making some money. And you can't make money without having a job. Unless you got some other side hustles, then you're making money and that's kind of your job. So I'm okay with that. But you need to be, as a man, making money no matter what, no matter where, no matter how. But obviously when you're 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, maybe you haven't started your own business, or you don't know how to start your own business, or you don't know what business you want to start. And that's okay. That is totally fine. But that's why I'm here to tell you, in those ages, you should just be working anything to make any amount of money to start stacking up. So that way when you are 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, and you know what business you want to start, now you got some money to spend on that business. Even better, now you got some money to invest into yourself, to learn things that you need to learn to do as you get older. For me, for example, I got my first job when I was 14. I literally got my first, and it was like a big boy, official, like proper City of Toronto job. You know what I'm saying? I got that when I was 14, and I was making some money, and I stacked up that money, yo. And obviously I spent a lot of it because, you know, as a 14-year-old making almost, I think it was like $3,000 to $4,000 a month, I'm like buying all the shoes I wanted. I'm buying this, I'm buying that. We're going out for dinner. I'm paying for food, lunch for my friends, da-da-da-da, no worries at all. But I was making money. And I wasn't afraid to spend it because I knew I was going to make it back. And that's the mindset that I want all of us to have. We got to be able to make money so that way when we need to spend it, we can spend it, not worry about spending it because we know it's going to come back to us. So like I was saying, when I was 14, I was making money. I was spending it, but I was also making it back. When you're making money, you're not scared of it. You know it's going to come back. And so now that you have this kind of flow of money going in and out and this good positive energy with money coming and going, you are set and you can use that to your advantage as you get older on more bigger, more important, more real life type things. So for example, I wanted to be a jeweler. So the first thing to being a jeweler was I needed to get a design done. So I went on Fiverr and I found someone who designed jewelry pieces and I paid them to make that design. Now, if I didn't work or if I didn't make money, I wouldn't have been able to pay that person to make the design for me. Now, the next step of that was to get that design made into a wax. Now I had to find a company that does the waxing and pay them to get that design turned into the wax, into the mold. And that obviously costs money. So if I didn't make money, I wouldn't have money to spend it on that. So, but I did. So I spent it on that, got the wax done. Now I have this wax. Now you have to turn this wax into the gold to make it into a real, jewelry piece. And so boom, I found someone who did that. I went to them, paid them for it. And that one was expensive because it's gold we're working with. So that was almost like $2,000. Boom, paid that, got it. And I went through the whole process of what it is I would have to do or be to become a jeweler. But all that money I spent was to learn a valuable skill. You know what I'm saying? I was able to invest that money into myself. That money I'm spending, I'm not spending it for fun. I'm spending it to invest it into myself. Because if I did decide to become a jeweler, I just learned the whole process and what I had to do and how to do it to become a jeweler. Yeah, it might have cost me $3,000 total, $4,000. But if I'm going to decide to be a jeweler, I'm going to make that money back. And I'm able to learn from that. If you go to college or university or whatever the case may be, you're going to have to pay tuition. And tuition is usually not less than $5,000 and higher than 10. It could be 10, higher than 10. So me spending $4,000 right now to learn a skill and invest that into myself to learn how to make jewelry, for me to now turn that into a business and be a jeweler and sell jewelry to other people, is that a bad decision? Was that a bad investment? Of course not. But would have I been able to do that if I wasn't making money or if I wasn't able to know that I made this money working, but I got to spend it now to invest it back into myself so that that flow keeps going? You get what I'm saying? So you really have to get into that mindset of, yo, I got to make money. Yes, to spend it on myself, to buy things I want because I'm a man and if I want this, I can go get it. And yes, if I have a girlfriend and she wants this, I can get it for her. Or if I want to take a girl out on a date, I'm able to pay and I'm not worried about splitting the bill or my card declining. I've never had my card decline and I will never have but anyways, we are not going to be doing that because we're going to be making money. And when we know we're making money, we're able to spend it because we know we're going to make more money back. You get what I'm saying? So making money at a young age will give you the freedom to spend it on the things that you need to spend it on. Like I just mentioned, clothes for yourself, shoes. If you want to buy this, you can go get it. You don't have to worry about asking anyone or waiting. Or if you go with friends and you see something you like, buy it. Not, oh my gosh, I don't have money, or oh, I have to ask my parents and they say no, or da-da-da. Nah, bro, you're a man. If you want something, you get it. You know what I'm saying? But also making money to know that you can invest it into yourself to do whatever it is you want. Because literally anything you want to do, you can do, but sometimes it might cost money. So if money is the only thing between the thing that you want to do and you, there's no way that's what's going to be stopping us from doing that thing. You know what I'm saying? And I will never let money get in the way of me starting or trying to do something. No matter what, there's always a way. And no matter what, you can always make money somewhere, somehow, to put it into that thing that you want to do. But now the part where a lot of people mess up is if you're making this money to do this thing, but instead of spending that money on doing this thing, you're spending it on other stuff now, then that's where you start going downhill. And that's just not the path that I want you to go down, and that's not the path that we should be going down. We're not making money just to blow it on random stuff. I believe that if you're making money and there's something you like and you want to get it, you get it because you actually genuinely like it and you want it. But we're not blowing our money, all of it, on random nonsense. Spend your money, but spend it wisely. But we're mostly making money right now at a young age, so that way we're able to invest it in ourselves or in our business or in our skills or in anything that we want to do to be able to do it. And you guys don't understand, that is, I think, the most underrated and most important thing that if you do, you're going to feel like a completely different person. You're going to feel like a completely different man. And you're really, 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 really going to be appreciative of yourself for taking these steps and actually doing all this that we just talked about. So, like I said, you're making money at a young age, you're chilling because you're making money at a young age. You don't got bills, you don't got a car, you can't even pay for a car yet, you can't pay for insurance yet, you can't pay for gas yet, you can't pay for rent yet. So you can save and stack that money. You spend a bit of it on stuff that you generally want, put the rest of it to the side. And now that way when you're older, you got a nice wad of cash sitting with you, and you're able to spend that on either investing in yourself to learn a skill or a trade or whatever, or starting a business. If you already know, yo, I want to open a car dealership, and you're now 24 and you saved 50, 60K, you can literally go open and start a car dealership. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not that hard. And because you saved that money and you know what business you want to do, you can get right into it. And that can go with anything, whether you want to open a restaurant, whether you want to open, I don't know, a pizza shop, whether you want to, whatever, whether you want to open a shoe store. You are able to do it because you made money at a young age and you started young and you spent some to know that money will come and go, but you also saved some for you so that way in the future, you're able to put it towards what it is you want. And so yeah, I can't stress enough how important having a job at a young age is. So all this is to say, my bro, you need to get a job. And if I still haven't convinced you, just think of it this way. You're making money for it to come back to you, to spend it back on you, to make even more money. So literally maybe you like gaming, maybe you love video games so much. Go get a job, make some money, upgrade your PC, upgrade your system, get a nice camera, start streaming. Now you have that startup money to do that thing that you really like to do, and that thing can make you more money. You get what I'm saying? Like, you can't just get into streaming or get into gaming or get into whatever without some startup money. Now, it's different if you have parents who have money and they're willing to just give it to you. But if you're watching this video, that's most likely not the case, because if it was, you wouldn't have clicked on this video. It also just helps build character. Like, genuinely, having a job taught me time management. It taught me responsibility. It taught me so many different skills that I learned as a kid and I used as I got older, and it helped me and benefits you in so many ways. In ways that things in school don't even teach you. I'm all for school and all, but I feel like school does not teach you about how to make money, how to save money, how to spend money, the power of money, how money is a great tool. And I also don't think that school teaches you enough about responsibility and time management and, being on top of stuff, because it's school. Everyone just hates school. It's such a systematic thing that we have to follow by the book. And if we don't, you get a number and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. You don't get graded at work. All you have to do is show up, do the thing that you're supposed to do, and you get money. You know what I'm saying? Whether you're so good at the thing that you know how to do or you're not, you still just try to do it and you're gonna get money for it. You get what I'm saying? So, and with work, because you don't get paid until you go, that's where time management skills start to come into play. Because all right, yo, I gotta make some money from 9 to 3, I'm at work. So now I'm planning. You have to plan everything else that you want and need to do around 9 to 3, because from 9 to 3, you're working. And now without even having good time management skills, you automatically learn time management skills, because you have to clock in at 9 and you can leave at 3. Because if you don't clock in at 9, you're not getting paid. And we need to get paid. So now all of a sudden, your time management skills are, you get your schedule for the week, and Monday you're working 9 to 3, Tuesday you're working 9 to 4, Wednesday you're working 12 to 3, Friday, you know what I'm saying? And now you filled in those schedules with either school or other work or playing games or hanging out with friends or whatever other tasks you have to do. But if you don't have those solid blocks where you have to clock in to get paid blocked off, then you don't learn time management skills. And when it comes to school, yeah, we know we have to be at school for 8:30 and we leave at 4, but we're going to school for a number, and we're going to school because we have to. And if we don't go to school, you get attendance marked, and mom gets a call home, and sometimes you can skip class and it's whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like school does not really teach you real life skills as much as a job would. And now when it comes to a job, guys, any job will do. Literally any job. Any job is a good job. As long as you're making money and it's something that you kind of want to do, because we're not always going to love our first job. If it's just something that is okay, like you're cool with doing it, then that's all that matters. But I'm going to give you guys a super slapped on little hack tip type beat right now. Get a job with the city that you live in. You know what I'm saying? Because those are government jobs, and government jobs will take care of you, pay you super nice, respect you, treat you well. It's a union, so you got bare rights and you won't get fired for just anything. But it's such a slapped on hack. And when I was 14, my first job was with the city, and the amount of money I was making, because it was a city job, the benefits, the insurance, the employment insurance, the this, that, the benefits of, you know, being in a union, you get discounts on this and that. It is the most slept on hack to getting a good job. And out of all the jobs, I feel like that is one of those things where it's a little bit more respectable, and you actually can like grow to be a better person without feeling like a complete robot. So for example, working at McDonald's is cool. I'm not hating on you, or if you want to work at McDonald's, go work at McDonald's. So here's the thing with McDonald's. McDonald's, everyone thinks of it as like a bad thing, but if you can work at McDonald's, because it's so high paced and because it's always busy and because there's so many different things going on, as soon as you walk into McDonald's, you see how busy it is. You see how many people are working there. So that actually helps and builds so many skills, and like, it's looked at as a very good thing when applying to other jobs, believe it or not. If you've worked at McDonald's, then you're able to work under pressure. You're able to work with a big team. You're able to do the same task over. You're able to take orders because of how systematic their whole system is. So I don't want you to think of working at McDonald's as a bad thing. It's actually a really good thing, if not better than like the average job type thing. But my whole thing with that is, you as a person, it might feel like you're a robot, because if you're doing the drive-thru, you're like, hi, how can I help you? Type in the order, get the bag, give it out. So things like that, where you feel like a robot, for me, I can't do, because it makes me feel like just not helpful and kind of useless, or whatever the case may be. I want to be able to do more and feel like I actually am making a change and doing something. So working with the city, it's less robotic and it's more like in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's more stuff you got to do. There's more stuff you got to take care of. There's more people you got to talk to. There's more different roles and tasks. Like my first job, I was a camp counselor. So, you know, during the summer, there's summer camps, and then March break, there's March break camp. And then after school, there's after school activities like sports and stuff like that. That's what I was doing. And I loved it. Summer camp for me was, you get to play different games with kids. You see different kids every week because it's a new camp you're working every day. You get to go on field trips. You get to go swimming. You get to go to the park. You get to cook. You get to play sports. You get to go to the gym. You get to do crafts. Like, there's all these different little things that you can do, and it's not the same task over and over again. So it feels like you're more open and comfortable to kind of just take over and be you and do your thing. But if you're working at McDonald's, doing the same thing over and over again, making the burger, passing it out, making the burger, passing it out, giving the bag, passing it out, what can I order for you, closing the window. That's where it can get a little, like, you know, snoozy for me, and I personally don't like that. But if you can handle that and you can do that, then 100% go for it. Because like I said, working at McDonald's actually teaches you way more skills, and it's more valuable than anywhere else, and you're making money. The whole point of this is you need to make money, no matter what, no matter how, no matter who, no matter where, no matter why, no matter when, no matter what. I don't care. You just need to be making money. As you get older, obviously, you're not going to be 25 still working at McDonald's. You're going to have graduated from that and moved on to doing something bigger and better. But it's just, we got to start somewhere, to start stacking from somewhere, so that way we can use that as we get older. And yeah, so that's going to be it for this video. All I'm trying to say is, yo, just make your money, bro. You got this. You can do this, and you need to start making some money. You need to start, as a man, you need to start making some money so that you can spend it on things that really matter, which is yourself, and investing it in yourself, and also just getting into the habit of working, making money, spending money, giving it back, and keeping that cycle going. Because if that cycle breaks anywhere, it's going to throw us off our path down the line, and now that big company we want to run, or that dream car we want to get, or the dream house we want to buy, we're not going to be able to get it. But if we start now, we'll be thankful for it later. And yeah, so that's going to be it. Let me know if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns down below. I answer everyone, and I appreciate you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. And bro, go make that money, gang. I'll see you guys on the next video. Take care.